Hey guys, so since my last storytime video, I've been getting lots of requests to do another one, so let's get into it. So this story I'm about to share is really emotional, and looking back, you might think it's funny, but at the time it wasn't, and I hope something like this never happens to anyone. So this happened about 2 years ago when I first decided to get a Tinder account. So in case you don't know what Tinder is, it's this app on your phone where you look through people's profiles and you swipe left if you don't like them and you swipe right if you do. And if both of you swipe right, then it shows that you're a match. And I had just gotten out of a 2-year relationship, so everyone was talking about this thing called Tinder. So I thought if I wanted to get back into the dating scene that I would try it out. So I had looked through several profiles and I'd finally matched with a guy that I really liked. And I'm not going to use his real name, but I'll call him Alex. And he was an asshole, and asshole starts with A, so that's why I picked that name. He was 6 feet tall. He had dark eyes and dark hair, which I really like. And he was a medical student. He was in his mid-20s and he liked to work out a lot. So he posted a lot of gym selfies and he had muscles for days. Let's just say it was love at first swipe. So after we matched, he messaged me first, and it was just your typical, hey, what's up, how are you? And we didn't live that far away from each other either. And after a few days of talking, he decided that he wanted to meet. So for the date, he made reservations to the nicest restaurant, like the fanciest. I had never been to such a nice place. So I went out shopping, got a bunch of outfits because I didn't know what to wear. I even bought a $200 pair of shoes for this date. I needed to look great. So he picked me up at my house. By the way, never have your date who you've never met pick you up at your house because they know where you live, and if this person turns out to be a stalker or it doesn't go well, it's not a good situation. So you go meet them somewhere. Our conversations, I just want to add that he had told me he drove a Mercedes, and I was kind of disappointed because I heard a squealing car pull up and it was not a Mercedes. So I get in his car and we say hi, hello, it's nice to meet you. And again, it's 8 o'clock, so it's kind of dark. Can't really see each other very well, but he seems okay. He doesn't look exactly like his photos. And again, I am sitting in this car where I'm pretty sure my shoes costed more. I'm sitting in his car, we're on our way to the restaurant, and he rolls down his window. I thought it was because he was really warm, and out he pulls a cigarette. It was actually a really cold night, and I was chilly, so I said, can you kind of roll it up? Like, I'm really cold. And he just looked at me and kept smoking and left the window down. So we sit down and are looking through our menus, and this is a fancy restaurant, so the water is like $10. So it is not cheap. And I'm looking at like the lobster and the salmon, like really good stuff. But at the same time, I'm wondering, since what I drove in this car with him, if he'll even be able to afford this. I'm flipping through my menu and he asks what I would like. And I look up at him and say, I'm thinking of the lobster. And he says, do you want to split it? It's only a serving for one person. So what, am I supposed to starve or something? So then we meet eyes, and this is when our date goes from 3 to -3. This is the moment where I wanted to crawl into a ball and die. I just want to be nice and get through this date. So I tell him, oh, do you go to the gym and work out a lot? Because he always posts these gym selfies that I saw. And he doesn't answer me. He immediately asks me the question, oh, do you play football? And I'm like, no. Why? Because your shoulders are very muscular. I didn't know what to say. Is he insinuating that I look like a man? No. And then, this is when he actually insinuates it. Do you have a dick you're not telling me about? Sorry, I'm laughing. I just gonna cry if I don't, because I am a fucking woman. Why would he say that to me on our date? So, I knew from then on that this date was over. So, when the waiter asked what we'd like, I immediately cut in and say that I want the most expensive bottle of wine that they got. Not only do I want one lobster, I want two. And before he says anything, I tell him that we will split the bill. And then the waiter takes his order and walks away, and I am leaving. So I tell him that I'm just gonna go to the bathroom and then I'll be right back. As I got up to go to the bathroom, I knew that I was going to climb out of the bathroom window and get home. And I called an Uber because there was no way I was gonna walk home in these. I climb out of the bathroom window and my Uber arrives, finally, and I'm sitting in the Uber on my way home and I am on my phone deleting Tinder, deleting him off of every social media I have him on. I never heard from him again until 2 days later when he texted me saying that I owed him $238 for my expensive wine and all my lobster, which of course he never got that money. This was just one of my many awful, worst dates that I've ever been on. And if you guys would like to hear more, just comment down and like and subscribe. And I hopefully will see you next time.